Hello, listeners. Hope that everyone is doing very well this week. Now, as regular listeners will know, I am doing an MA in philosophy. It's not always easy on the mind. It forces us to challenge beliefs that we hold about things like the nature of reality, whether there are things like universal concepts of right and wrong, and so on. Therefore, I find it's good to have a strategy for some escape from these ideas. So, playing sports, meeting friends, going out to walk my dog, and sometimes I play video games just to escape my own mind. This past month, I've been playing a game called The Last of Us Part 2. Now, even if you don't play video games, you may be familiar with The Last of Us because it's spawned an award-winning show which is just about to release its second season based on the very game I've been playing. I believe the preview or the trailer for season 2 has racked up, hundreds of millions of views in just a few days. So it's a big thing. As I've been playing the game, it's become apparent to me that firstly, I actually empathize more with the antagonist, and secondly, that she, a character called Abby Anderson, is extremely jacked. She has very strong arms and shoulders. And a kind of Easter egg for players of the games, there's actually a gym room that you can walk through at one point, and as you walk around, there's a clipboard with Abby's workout routine on it. Of course, there are now a ton of people doing this workout, hoping to get Abby's jacked arms and shoulders. So I thought it would be fun to see if this routine could indeed get you a swole upper body. So let's dive into my analysis of Abby's training plan from The Last of Us Part 2. Now, Abby's routine for the first month you can see on the clipboard is Monday, upper body, Tuesday, rest, Wednesday, jogging, Thursday, full body, Friday, rest, Saturday, yoga, Sunday, rest. Second month, it switches to Monday, full body, Tuesday, rest, Wednesday, lower body, Thursday, weights, Friday rest, Saturday yoga, Sunday rest. So it looks like Abby does a mixture of full body training and is either doing upper body or lower body and is doing jogging for cardio or no cardio at all. There's also no description of the actual exercises that she's doing on her upper body, lower body, or weights day. Therefore, I'd have to do a bit of work on this program to make it into one that people could actually do, one that would work, and one that's just better. Now, the spoiler alert here is that actually anyone following a variation of Abby's routine from the game will not get Abby's physique. Now, I actually didn't know this until I did some research and found out that the physique that was given to Abby in the game is based on someone that really exists, someone that I actually know. And I've trained alongside them several days a week for 9 or 10 months back in 2019. Her name's Colleen Foch, and she was a sponsored athlete at a fitness education company that I worked for in Arizona called OPEX. She was a professional CrossFit Games athlete, and prior to this was a swimmer. This swimming background is where Colleen gets her shoulders from, and her arms came, from all the heavy lifting and doing a ton of volume on things that are really fairly common to see in CrossFit, like pull-ups. I can also assure you that Colleen Foch does not take 3 rest days a week and often trained double sessions a day. So, no matter what the clipboard says in the game for what Abby's training looks like, it literally could not be further from the truth. That being said, I do think one could make inroads into that kind of physique without doing double sessions a day and following a modified version of the workout. So, let's give it a go. So the first thing to say is, although it would work well for building muscle, bodybuilding routines wouldn't have been what Abby was doing. She spent her days out patrolling, looking for the infected, some kind of zombie-like creatures. She was rucking, she was climbing, she was crawling, she was carrying obstacles, she was carrying a loaded backpack full of supplies, and also carrying several weapons. So Abby, first and foremost, had to be strong. Now, although the people doing the program are doing it to look like Abby, Abby wasn't doing it to look like Abby, she was doing it for function. Therefore, a program which builds absolute strength and some baseline aerobic fitness for all of the long hikes and running away from the infected is the way to go. So let's have a look at the program again in that light. So Monday in month 1 was upper body. Now, the biggest loads that you can move in an upper body movement are performed in the bench press. So we have to include this. I would also swap that out on the second month for the military press instead of bench press, because just doing the bench only, although it's big weights, can be seen as perhaps less functional. Both of these exercises will also grow the triceps and deltoids, which is where we get our big arms from. And I would also add in doing some work on the opposing muscle groups here to try and balance things out to avoid injury. So some pull-ups, if you can do them, since Abby did a lot of climbing. But you could also do lat pull downs instead if you just can't do a pull-up. I'd also balance out that tricep work with some bicep work and balance out all that chest work on the bench press with some upper back work like rows, face pulls, maybe things like shrugs. On Tuesday, instead of having a rest day, I would have her do some martial arts. This game is not set in a peaceful world. It's centered on combat with the infected and combat with other human factions. So Abby has to know how to fight, and she has to know how to maintain that skill across time. It's also really good cardio. So some striking, like boxing, Muay Thai, karate, and some grappling, like judo, wrestling, or BJJ. Wednesday for Abby in the game was a jogging day. I would say that's fine. Do whatever cardio here you find enjoyable. Jogging is okay. Some rucking, hiking if you want. You can even do some rowing. Thursday, I would make the rest day. Friday would be deadlift day with a focus on low rep, heavy pulling from the floor with a lot of glute and hamstring accessory work. On month 2, we switched that deadlift day out for a squat day with a ton of quadricep accessory work. Saturday can stay as the yoga day because one has to get into a more relaxed parasympathetic state after fighting zombies all week. It's not healthy for anyone to be stressed out in perpetuity and will definitely affect those gains. So, there you have it. That's my version of how to get jacked like Abby Anderson. Bear in mind, I don't think this is an optimal routine at all. I tried to just stick closely to what the in-game training was laid out as. And also, as I said in the episode, I know that Abby was based on the physique of someone I know personally, and I'm very familiar with her daily training. I'm also aware that probably no one listening to this show, though, has the energy or time to do twice-a-day training sessions or to cram in the necessary calories to fuel such an endeavor. It's also the case that Colleen Foch had wide, strong shoulders prior to even starting CrossFit from a lifelong swimming background, and that neither her current chosen sport of CrossFit nor the workout plan in the game reflect a pre-existing physique. That being said, it was still fun for me to find out that actually the body type for this character was based on someone I know. And it was also fun thinking about what training I could do to work into that plan that would respect the plan, but also the intent of the lived life of a computer game character. Thought it was a fun episode. Hope everyone agrees with that. A bit of a diversion from my usual. And I hope everyone has a great week. If you want to send me an email, please do so. GetFitGuy@quickanddirtytips.com. Get Fit Guys at Quick and Dirty Tips podcast. Thanks to the team at Quick and Dirty Tips, Morgan Christensen, Holly Hutchins, Brandon Getchus, Davina Tomlin, and Kevin Dunn. If you have a question, leave me a voicemail, 510-353-3104. Send me an email at getfitguy@quickanddirtytips.com. For more information, visit quickanddirtytips.com or check out the show notes in your podcast app. Thank you.